Honorable members, pursuant to Section 89 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6 of 1991, and in tandem with SO 71, this House has now formed the quorum to commence the business of the day.
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. This first step, I therefore move that SO 52 be suspended for the business of the House to commence.
Any seconder? Page 7. Page 8. Page 9. And 11. Can the member please move?
I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder?
I so second, Honorable Speaker.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The record of votes and proceedings for Thursday, 24 July 2025 has been adopted. Announcement by Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, I'm sure everybody is happy. If you are not happy, check. Before the close of today, check. You know when Mr. Speaker, whatever I say here is factual. Check. Honorable members, I wish. Yes.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, leader of the opposition. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. 3 days ago, I saw Honorable Kepeni that in the 7th Parliament he would want to be the leader.
On time. And that is very, very much important. The people of Sierra Leone need to know there are politicians that are diligent. Because if you are elected to come to Parliament to represent your people, it behoves you to serve them well. To serve your constituency in particular, and Sierra Leone in general. So let me announce the names of those who are here, most of whom are constantly here and are diligent in the service to this nation. Honorable Joseph Williams Lamy. If I call your name, stand up to be recognized by Sierra Leone. And cameraman, focus on them. Let the public see them. We want the public to see them. And of course, I have said, as chairman of the selection committee, that this is the leadership of committees. That's why when I come here, I constantly announce the names. Honorable Fala Tembe. Thank you. Honorable Fala Tembe. Thank you. Honorable Bintu Bokari. Thank you. Honorable Hawa Conte. Thank you. Honorable PC Paul Sakwi. Thank you. Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara, Opposition Whip. Please stand up to be recognized. Honorable Leader, the camera. Honorable Nene Lebi. Thank you. Honorable Adama Bangura. Where are you? Thank you. Honorable Fatmata S. Sukune. Yes. Honorable Idris Said Kamara. Yes. Honorable Beatrice Maya Kambai. Yes. Honorable Konkofa Mara. Yes. Honorable Muhammad Tarawali Fofana. Yes. Honorable Daniel Amadou Bangura. Honorable Memuna Tujalo. Honorable Alusan Bash Kamara. Honorable Ishmael Sanko Yila. Thank you. Honorable Boston Munda. Honorable Ibrahim Bari. Honorable Kekura Bandi. Thank you. Honorable Mohammed Conte. Thank you. Honorable Abdullah A. Kamara. Thank you. Honorable Lucinda F. Kelly. Thank you. Honorable Yusuf Makere. Honorable Musa Lahai. Thank you. Honorable Habib Kefa Fabad. Thank you. Honorable Juliana Fatoma. Where are you? Oh, thank you. Honorable Tamba Kelly. Thank you. Honorable Daniel B. Kroma. Thank you very much, Leader. Honorable Charles Abdullah. Thank you. Honorable Mohammed Bangura. Thank you. Honorable Veronica K. Sise. Yes, thank you. Honorable Rugiatu Kamara. Yes. Honorable Kemoko Conte. Thank you. Honorable Abdul Kabo, Leader of the Opposition. Thank you. Honorable Umpa G.S. Kroma. This is to inform the general public that these are the most diligent members of Parliament who are always in this world and who make it their business. To members, I'm sure the public is aware. If they have to write against members who do not come to Parliament, I am sure your names will not be included. Thank you very much.
Government motion. The Minister of Finance.
Hold on, Mr. Minister, hold on. Hold on, please. Yes, proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, be it resolved that this honorable House hereby ratifies the following agreement which was laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 22nd of July 2025. The financing agreement between the European Commission and the government of Sierra Leone for sustainable food and agricultural value chain development in Sierra Leone. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this agreement is a 35 million euro funding. It's a grant funding to be executed and utilized within 5 years, starting from the date from coming into force. It's fully financed by the European Union with no foreign financing from Sierra Leone. And the object or the purpose of the agreement or the project is to modernize and upgrade Sierra Leone's food systems in line with the medium-term national development plan of the country. Its strategic relevance is to support the EU Gender Action Plan 3 and promote economic and social rights, particularly among women and girls, and focus on climate-smart agriculture, private sector development, and green and digital transitions. It is also aligned with the SDG for hunger, zero hunger, which is SDG 2, 3, 5, and 13. Key benefits of targeted groups basically is to boost food self-sufficiency, reduce malnutrition and hunger, empower youth and women through value chain participation, but also promote low carbon inclusive production methods. It will also enhance job creation, income generation, and climate smart interventions in the agricultural sector. And it's targeting a rural population vulnerable, but also training on TVETs. Broader impacts basically is to ensure that we are able to strengthen technical and vocational education in the country. We build resilience against climate change and economic shock, particularly associated with the agricultural sector, and also enhance our capacity to do eco-friendly farming and ensure that we have alternative livelihood in the rural environment and build local governance systems as well. It will improve our environmental protection through local collaboration, and we believe that it has worked in many other countries in the world, this support, and it is in that light that we bring it to Parliament for ratification. In that hope, I therefore move that be it resolved that this Honourable House hereby ratifies this following agreement, which was laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 22nd of July 2025, financing agreement between the European Commission and Agricultural Value Chain Development in Sierra Leone.
Honourable members, the question is that this Honourable House ratifies the following agreement, which was laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 22nd July 2025. Financing agreement between the European Commission and the government of Sierra Leone for sustainable food and agricultural value chain development in Sierra Leone. Honourable members, you know we have a very long day today. I will take one from either side and we'll round up. On my right? Yes, Chairman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honourable members, this is a very simple agreement. Naturally, it's a grant of the...
I have carefully watched the agreement, and Article 9 of the agreement talks about suspension. We may suspend the financing agreement without prior notice in the following cases. B, the partner fails to observe the principle of international law, including the principles as referred to in the United Nations Charter, the principle of democracy, the rule of law or governance, or respect for human rights and funding freedom, or for international recognition or international recognized nuclear safety standards or in serious cases of corruption. So when you closely look at the agreement, it's as if EU is calling on the government of Sierra Leone to ensure that the principle of democracy is observed, to ensure that the rule of law is observed, to ensure that good governance is taken into consideration, because all these are factors that will precipitate the suspension of this very financing agreement. So it moves us as a nation and as a government that we owe it to the people of this nation to ensure that we do what is needful, to ensure that human rights is observed, to ensure that good governance is observed, to ensure that the standard operation of any democratic government is observed. Because these are all elements to ensure that this financing agreement is suspended. Article 10 talks about termination. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, 10.1 says, if these issues which led to the suspension of the financing agreement have not been resolved within the maximum 180 days, either party may terminate this financing agreement at 30 days notice. So if any of these that I have stated happen, the agreement will be suspended, and in an event the agreement is suspended and within 180 days corrective measures are not instituted, this very agreement will be terminated. So the onus is on government to ensure that we do everything to protect the human rights of our citizens, to protect good governance. But notwithstanding, Mr. Speaker, I also want to zoom in at some of the goodies in this very financing agreement. Firstly, this will boost agricultural productivity. For a while in Sierra Leone, we are dependent on subsistence farming. Farm for what we eat, we and our families what we eat. And this agreement goes beyond subsistence farming. It introduces mechanization into agriculture. I could remember that I am from the provinces. I am from Pt1 district, Leone to be specific, and Leone is popularly known for the production of onions. There was a year when Leone produced a very large quantity of onions. Just because we lack the preservation mechanism, we lack the machinery to ensure that it is well preserved, they are destroyed after cultivation. This very agreement is geared towards making sure that mechanization is introduced into the agricultural system. So it is quite sure that it will prevent, the decomposition of foodstuff after organized farming. And it looks also at sustainability. Mr. Speaker, if you take a critical look at this agreement, you will agree with me that it emphasizes on climate smart agriculture and sustainable land use that is aligned with the global goal of food security. So to us, this would always ensure that there is. Mr. Speaker, you and I were here when we have the help from Russia for the Tomahawk project, and we've had other help for agricultural projects in this country, and As I speak, there has not been a corresponding return because of the risks of corrupt practices, because of the lack of coordination. And what I have always noticed is that the politicians are always there to take the bullet, whilst the people managing the system feel at ease to exercise theirs. That proper coordination, proper monitoring must be done so that this very project is not misused or the finance project of this nature. You will agree with me on several occasions that there is a need to guide against misuse of funds by politically connected actors. People who are in high offices always seize the opportunity. It's not checking. Mr. Leader of Government Business, there were huge funding in the Tomahawk project. Huge funding in the Tomahawk project. In fact, there was a point in time when the Chinese government says, we will save you from investing in agriculture. We will do the agriculture for you, we will harvest for you, we will do everything for you, and we will come with the rice itself, and it was misused. Yes, the Chinese government, they sent thousands of bags of rice.
Point of order. Sorry, I'm sorry. Really, this should not be controversial, but you have brought in some controversial matter. I'm interested because, no wait, I'm very interested. He said the Chinese government brought in huge sum of rice products, and we don't know where it came from. This was, if I know if I could take it.
Yes.
And I will encourage my colleague, please, through your leadership, sir, let's make avail to us that document. I will do the same this thing. Because the reason being that we are honorable men and women of the South, we should be able to substantiate our argument. Hold on. Honorable leader of your opposition. Are you sure about this?
I am overshocked. And I will substantiate it when given the opportunity.
Because this allegation is very serious.
Yes, it is.
Very, very serious.
It is.
Chairman of Agriculture, take note. Where is he? Who is the chairman for Agriculture? Commission. Is he here? Okay, official. Who is the deputy? I think this is very serious. I think we'll get the minister to come here on question time. Proceed.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, this is one reason why us, the politicians, should not be defensive of those who are very progressive towards the progress of this country. Relating to the Chinese rice, Mr. Speaker, that was a donation for school feeding. It was a donation for school feeding. I want to get the attention of Mr. Speaker.
Yes, proceed.
The Chinese rice I am referring to, I wonder why the leader of government business is not aware when ACC probed into the issue. A sitting minister was suspended. The issue was even taken to court. I wonder why he's saying he's not aware and I need to substantiate. It was a donation for school fees, Mr. Speaker. It's not a big secret.
Mr. I asked, they have done the investigations, they went to exploration, but that was not what he said. He said it was diligent. So I've asked, what he has said is substantiated.
Again, Mr. Leader,
no, make your point.
You did not understand what I said. And I have the opportunity to explain myself better, sir. I did not link the Chinese donation to Tomahawk project. They have no nexus. I was saying there was a financial sponsor for the Tomahawk project. And quite apart from that, I said the Chinese government wanted to save us from the struggle of having to cultivate, having to harvest, having to do the mechanization to have the rice. They did everything and they brought the harvested rice to Sierra Leone. Yes, yes. The processed rice, they brought it. And it was still, not even, it was stolen. It was stolen. It was stolen. It was stolen. A minister was suspended and later reinstated, but the rice went and never reappeared. Yes. And when we say some of these things, it even brings bad name to it. So MPs who are on the ruling bench should express their dissatisfaction to these officials that are bringing bad name to the government instead of defending them. We should not. Let me tell you, in every political party, we have people who are retrogressive. We have corrupt people. Until those who are not corrupt are willing to expose the corrupt people in their political party, this country will not move forward. It will. We should not be defending them. We should not be defending them. Mr. Speaker, we should ensure that this financing agreement is well localized so that it may benefit a large commercial actors more than smaller holders of farmers who are the backbone of Sierra Leone's agriculture. We've seen when opportunity comes, these opportunities are misused and the beneficiaries are deprived and the elitists take the front stage. Mr. Speaker, sustainability also must include safeguards against land grabbing, environmental degradation, and displacement of indigenous communities. I know once the land is identified, we should ensure that the landowners are well paid. Up till now, I have that problem in my constituency. Land that was taken from landowners have not been paid for. Land that is used for agricultural purposes have not been paid for. That should not be the case in this project. When a community is displaced because of this project, that community should benefit, Mr. Speaker. But because of the other paper, Mr. Speaker, let me just ask a few questions to the Minister before I resume my seat. How will transparency and public participation be guaranteed? Because during my statement, I did say that we have to, that there is public participation. We have to ensure there is transparency during the process. And also, what mechanism have you instituted to ensure sustainability and to ensure that the project exists even after the end of the EU funding? Because this funding is a one-off and we want this project to exist forever. So in a nutshell, Mr. Speaker, I want to assure this House that we on this side will expeditiously pass this agreement with the cautions that I have explained and with the conditions that I have stated. On behalf of the opposition, we want to thank the Minister for such an agreement, and we want to emphatically state that this agreement should not be prone to misuse. Parliament is good at passing good laws, but the monitoring system is also the question. So before I end, I want to call on the chairman and committee members for the Agriculture Committee to ensure that they monitor this very financing agreement, to ensure that they monitor the implementation stage, so that we do not wait until mismanagement may have taken place before these monitoring are instituted. Once again, Mr. Speaker, collectively as a parliament, we should fight against corrupt people who are always bringing the state into disrepute. So on my side, I thank you for the opportunity and want to assure you that consensuously we will pass this agreement.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for your contribution, Honorable Leader, from the opposition. You know, I like the comment you made that why am I defending my government? You know, government business in the house. That gives you the explanation why am I doing that. But I don't stand for corrupt practices. I don't stand for corrupt practices. Everybody knows me very well. I am a man of my words. I speak volumes when I stand to speak the truth, not to tell but the truth. Oh, help me God. I'm a Catholic Christian. I'm a knight. I'm guilty. Coming from Bukakajam and Bulambayama. Mr. Speaker, let me draw your attention to the Constitution, Section 11, subsection 7. They are very transparent, this government, and I do appreciate the minister. In those days, when I was over there, we used to have things, just put the Constitution, try to interpret Constitution. But because we are sincere, we are faithful to this nation, we have decided to take things systematically, especially that has to do with our Big Five agenda. So let me read the provision. The light skin that the chamber. We're not speaking at all. See, you have come back. No, it's not my chamber, please. Don't worry. Mr. Speaker, 117. Gift. Parliament shall be notified by the appropriate ministers of authority of all gifts, donations, grants, and privileges made to the state of Sierra Leone. We know this is a grant at $35 million, €35 million grant. But because there are conditions attached to it, there are strings, as you rightly stated. You have Article 6, you have Article 9 suspension, Article 6 Article audit, Article 9 suspension. But let's come to why we are here. In trying to say, defending someone, I cannot defend anybody if I involve in corrupt practices. So perhaps you need to shift your argument to the anti-corruption. That they investigated their issues and they came out. We don't make institutions and try to kill them quietly. You might not like the person heading that institution, but you may have to accept the decision, as they did for us in the 2018 elections. 2012 election, rather, 2012 elections. We did not accept the result, but we respected the courts. Our way to court, we did not go for street justice or electoral justice. We use the courts. So that's why we believe in institutions. We don't believe when people felt things against certain people because you don't have to. The beauty of a democratic nation, let them subject themselves when they are accused of something to democratic institutions. Let them try to see how best they can come out to judgment for what they have alleged that they have done. That's what happened for the investigation. So I'm not going to question or try to make a political game for those who are better. We took them to the anti-corruption. But you ask what you did during when you are trying to promote agricultural activities. But in our case, we are so different. But Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, what you have done, as I quoted 118 subsection 7, the interest of having this agreement, financing agreement with us, it has to do with our middle-term development plan, 2024 to 2030. And in fact, you know why the inflation is going down steadily? It's because of, Mr. Minister, your fiscal disciplines that you have introduced. When you started coming as Deputy Minister, we followed the things that you are coming with. He said, these are not immediate. But the future will speak for itself. So you are very futuristic. And today you are the minister. You see how God works? Today you are the minister. But let me take you through. When you came to us in 2020, the trend is in our market, 500 billion injected into the market. Trying to mitigate the shock coming. That's what we told in 2020 budget. Under the performance tracking budget. That was given to us. And to the essential commodities during the peak of COVID, we still had essential commodities, essential commodities in our markets. And we did not short of food, we did not short of anything. But let me, you are going to read supplementary budget, but let me compound you with what you have done in just a few minutes before coming to the agreement. In fact, it is in line with this agreement. Now, you know what is happening at the Bank of Australia? You are not giving to credit to the agricultural facility for those who are involved in the agricultural loan scheme. $10 million, equivalent to loans. If you are involved in serious agricultural business, supporting them, that is in line with what the Bank of Australia is doing, under your supervision. So if honorably or the opposition, your people are really involved in agricultural activities, tell them to go to the Bank of Australia. We are rolled out for agricultural credit facility. It's not today. It has been like that for the past 5 years. We are just consolidated it. Now we are moved. And what is happening for youth organizations? That is, we are talking about those enterprises for $1 million equivalent to loans. And this is also in line with this agreement that we are going to have. So I'm just trying to twine your perverse ministry with that of the Bank of Australia. And do you know why we're having inflation going down? We started in October 2023 with 54.59 something. 54, about 54. And you came down, it was again the same thing to October. This was October to November, 54% going up. And you came 2024, it came down to 15 point something. And today, May, as May, you have 7.55%. And inflation going down systematically, single-digit inflation. Thank you very much. Let me take you back. In the budget, you are not here as minister when your predecessor, Mr. J.D. Saka, said we have a trend of bringing down the double-digit inflation to single digits. These are our economic policies. When they brought you in as deputy minister, the minister, you did not throw the things under the table. Both of them, in line with what you presented to this house, that you are going to make sure that this level of inflation is going to come down to a single digit by the time we get to 2026. In your budget statement, you said that one. And why I have intertwined some of these things with this one, because it's in line with your goals. This one is in line with your goals. So supporting the agricultural activity is one of our pillars. Let me attempt to clarify some of the issues. Mr. Leader of the Opposition, you don't go outside the scope of the agreement. You work within the scope of the agreement. This agreement is focusing on 3 things: welfare, cassava, and infant food. Mr. Minister, not 3 things anymore. And it's taking 5 years. It's there. It's there. So you cannot go outside the scope. And Mr. Minister, we have already assured the leader of the opposition and his team and any other person who is going to be a critique about the agreement. We said first, let us talk about the political side of this. Let me read a provision where we involve in politics. We don't just sign an agreement because we want to fulfill our supporters or our paymasters. We don't just go into an agreement with the EU and other partners because we want to do so. We go into an agreement with people because we see the essential benefit of our people. Because you are also futuristic, telling us that you will bring this economic to come to single digits. It's not